their brows these days. We're going to talk about how to get the perfect brows for your face shape. Maddox Lu is here, our brow expert from Benefit Cosmetics, and three gorgeous models that we just pulled from our audience. My goodness, our audience is good looking. So the different face shapes are going to be round, angular, and longer. John V, we're going to start with, this is John V, and we're going to start with the round face shape and what you need to do with your brows to make them work.
Exactly. A lot of the time, you know, when we're dealing with a more round face, or a soft, as I like to call it, we want to find our best angles.
Right.
You know, the opposites always complement. So in order to do that, what you want to do is locate your start, which is straight up the nose bridge. Your arch is generally through your pupil from the corner of your nose, and then the end from the corner of your nose to the end corner of your eye. And with a product, whether it be a gel, a pencil, your preference, you want to start filling in your brow from the arch, like that. Work your way to the tail, because your initial touch is always the strongest, and that's where it's okay to be a little bold on the tail. Then you slowly work your way to the front as the product runs out. It'll give you that ombre that we see on social media so much.
Yeah.
Everybody loves a good ombre, right?
So you're using a
This is a pomade.
a stronger pomade on her brow. If you're like me and you don't do your brows yourself often, what would you suggest to start that might be a little bit lighter?
Pencils and powders.
Pencils and powders.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. What do you think of that?
I love it, and I mean, I like the fact that the tip of starting at the peak and going and working your way down and then going in. Why do you do that?
It just really helps to set the arch, which is the area of the eyebrow that gives you the most lift.
Okay.
And then, like I said, with the richness of the pigment, you're usually heavier-handed in the beginning.
Yeah.
Fill in the tail, and then work your way to the front, which
Very
is very
nice.
contrary to what you think.
Let's take a look. I'm just going to get you to look straight forward, and you can see the difference between the. Look at that. That is beautiful.
Lifted.
You're the king, Maddox. I love it. Okay, we're with Mary Jane now. If you've got a more angular face, what do you want to be thinking about when you're crafting that brow?
Now, this is the opposite. So if you already got some good angles working for you, a good jawline, a good cheekbone, you want to add a little softness to your look. So you want to do a slightly more rounded arch and a softer start and a softer fill in general. You don't want crisp lines.
Got it.
So a very easy shape and fill product you can use are one of these wide pencils that you're going to see a lot right now. A lot of brands are doing this. Wide pencils really help to fill in your whole brow in one easy sweep. I'll groom them a little first with a custom spoolie. Just brush through your brow and then fill in very intuitively. Just drag the pencil through your whole brow.
Okay.
Just like that. Don't try to cheat a shape and create a new one. Work with what you've got.
Mary Jane's got some good stuff to work with, though, right? She's got great brows. Okay, so you're making this more natural. You don't want anything to look too crafted. She's got her angles in her face, so she doesn't need to be creating a really strong brow. She's already got those angles going on.
Less is more when you have an angular bone structure.
Okay, good stuff. I'm going to get you to look forward, Mary Jane, and look at that. That is gorgeous. And you can just see the lift there, right? Yeah, very nice. Okay, now we have Ashley. Hi, Ashley. So if you've got a longer face, let's talk about what you want to do to create that perfect brow, Maddox.
So if you're like me and you've got not a 4-head, but a 5-head, then you want to take up some of that estate and make it look more like a 4-head.
Right.
So Ashley has volunteered so graciously. What you want to do is you want to use a brow gel to groom your brow hairs in an upward wispy motion.
Okay.
Like that, to really build some bulk and really enhance the body of the brow.
Nice. A lot of people think, why would I even be brushing my brows? Look at the difference that makes. You can almost create a whole new shape by brushing them. It's incredible.
And immediately you add a little bit more fullness, so they look a little more full-bodied, which makes it look more relative next to a larger forehead.
I have a large forehead too. I mean, that's why I'm always getting my hair done like this. Let's just take some of that away. And I do brush my eyebrows upward. Are you doing anything else to the brows?
If you have very sparse, sort of skimpy brows, this technique won't work alone. You will need a very precise pencil to add just a few hair-like strokes for that additional texture that you're going to cheat.
Got it. Well, she doesn't even need that. She looks amazing, Ashley. Very nice.